A gang leader in New York is blaming Wack 100 because he caught a Rico in Savannah, Georgia, even though Wack 100 is in LA. This is one of the most hilarious things I've seen on the internet today, bruh. And it really highlights, too, man, how void of accountability a lot of street dudes are. Hocus 4/5 is one of the notorious leaders of SWM. However, over the last couple years, he has taken an asserted effort to rebrand himself as an activist and a gang preventionist. These dudes think they can gangbang for 50 years, and then when they think the feds is on their trail, they transition to gang activist and preventionalist and think that the feds will say, he's a changed man. He's an activist now. No, bro, the feds is not gonna forget, and you're gonna get charged for everything you ever did. And that's apparently what Hocus 4/5 have been fighting against. He has somewhat transitioned, according to him. He's no longer in the streets, but somehow he can't stop getting indicted for RICOs. He just got indicted for his second RICO, I believe, in the last year or two.
Walking a fine line, a straight line. I do not commit crime. I do not commit crime. I don't. I go to work and I go home.
The feds gotta pop out more often, man, because these dudes only know how to behave when the feds pop out, bruh. The feds is doing to these guys what they daddy whooping should have done, bruh. Only when the feds pop out, these dudes know how to transition and change their lives, bruh. Yo, this dude went from being one of the most ruthless gangsters to now he's a civilian. Now he's fluent in civilianese. I don't understand, bruh. Only the feds popping out can transition the guy that you're seeing here on your screen, or who you just seen on your screen. Only the feds can make this guy out of the guy right here.
Gang time. Gang time. Gang time. We be on gang time.
It took the feds one pop out to turn Mr. We Be On Gang Time to a productive taxpaying citizen. In one pop, nah, the feds gotta pop out more often, bruh. Nah, bruh. Cause y'all don't know how to act unless the feds involved, man. So apparently the feds popped out once and he got his act together, man. But the feds said, we not done with you yet, bruh. The feds popped back out and they put him in another RICO. Now, I'll be real, bruh. The circumstances, as he's explaining this RICO, something ain't smelling right, man.
And this is just really messed up. That now I gotta fight once again with the legal justice system as I'm walking a straight line and thrown into a conspiracy that have murders on it, that I have nothing to do with, people that I don't even know. Then don't even tell me who these people are. Just black out the whole indictment.
Dozens of members of the Sex Money Murder Gang, a local sect of the infamous Blood Gang, were named in a newly unsealed federal indictment charging them with murder, drug trafficking, and fraud.
One example of this is the directed stabbing of one of their fellow gang members behind jail walls simply because he was gay. Inside this 60-page indictment are many more examples of the ruthlessness of this group.
Sex Money Murder is a street gang. It's an affiliate or set of the National Bloods gang. These 30 individuals are facing charges including racketeering conspiracy, murder in aid of racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder in aid of racketeering, use of a firearm resulting in death, drug conspiracy, and wire fraud conspiracy. This indictment is a testament to the diligence and dedication of the department's prosecutors and investigative partners.
That's an awful lot of crimes, gang. Them folks didn't pop off for nothing, bro. It sounds like you committing crimes, bro. Them folks got y'all in a press conference on national television. Oh, nah, y'all did something, bro. Y'all not innocent, homie. I don't know, bro. Now, when you read the indictment, he's actually being charged, I think, for like wire fraud or scamming. So apparently, this dude was collected unemployment and then also applied for a PPP loan. Now, a PPP loan is for people to pay their employees. How are you collecting unemployment and a PPP loan at the same time? Like, do y'all think because y'all changed your Facebook name from Big Gorilla Blood to Big Woo to community activists that the feds just automatically forgive your crimes and just forget about it? That's not how this works, bro. Fam, actions have reactions. Everything you do have a consequence, and you're just suffering the consequence of committing a crime.
Yesterday, I was picked up by the feds And I was charged in a sex, money, murder, RICO indictment. A conspiracy indictment. No, this is real shit. I'm not even joking. Yesterday, I was picked up by the feds and charged in a sex, money, murder, RICO indictment.
Bro got picked up by the feds on a RICO that included murders and came home in 24 hours. Y'all better stop gangbanging, man. Y'all. Y'all better stop gangbanging, man. Y'all better get out the streets, man. Bro got picked up for a RICO that included a murder, and he came home in 24 hours. Man, I been trying to tell y'all, man, stay off the streets, man.
That I am charged in a RICO conspiracy based in Savannah, Georgia. The Southern District of Savannah, Georgia. Now listen. You see these black spaces? These are my co-defendants. These are my co-defendants. And that's just me. Where the fuck are my co-defendants? They redacted the whole indictment. They redacted everything. Black, redact, black, redact. They redacted everything. They redacted everything. Look at the indictment. I'm charged in a RICO conspiracy. Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna say this much, right? They got RICO conspiracy here, murder in the aid of racketeering, causing death through the use of a firearm, conspiracy to commit murder in the aid of racketeering, wire fraud conspiracy, and drug conspiracy. Now, out of all of this, right, as you can see in the indictment, they got wire fraud conspiracy, and that's what they charged me with, right? So they're saying that I committed wire fraud during the pandemic by getting unemployment and PPP loans. And I'm gonna say this, I maintain my innocence. Everything I do is by the book. I'm not in no conspiracy. I didn't conspire to do anything with anybody. I'm going to fight. I'm missed to go to trial. Y'all know that. I'm going to trial and I'm going to fight.
He don't deny not once that he got the PPP loan and the unemployment. He's claiming he did it by the books. Bro, the feds wrote the book, right? You're telling the feds who wrote the book that you did it by the book. Listen, man, I don't know in what world you're going to qualify for a PPP loan and get unemployment at the same time. But hey, bruh, dumb boys is coming. Okay. Now, again, you guys hear the charges. You guys hear what he's being charged with. It seems pretty cut and dry. It seems like, yeah, bro, that's a crime. Yeah, bro, people who do that go to jail, right? So y'all heard the crime. Now, he would then say that he would allude to blame Wack 100, right? Because apparently he tries to point to, Wack 100 enemies are being picked up, and he would put himself in the group of Wack 100 enemies and watch him try to blame Wack 100 for this.
I just ask for that support back from the people because, I need y'all to rally behind me. I need it. Like, y'all see what I'm up against. And we know the real reason why, someone like me is being attacked. It's the positive stuff that I'm doing. And I got one more thing before I go. It's just, I gotta say it. How ironic, it's just how odd is it that it's just one guy that everybody's beef with ends up with a RICO or inside of a RICO. There's one guy that everybody beef with. Y'all know who he is. Now Hoke has got a RICO?
The thing is, to be honest, I wouldn't even say that Hocus and Wack had beef because their, like, quote unquote beef only stayed on Clubhouse. Like, they had Clubhouse arguments. Like, the last argument that went viral of Hocus and Wack arguing back and forth was this particular clip right here.
You disrespect the whole New York. You disrespect anybody.
Where did I wait? What did I do that?
You disrespect the whole, whole coast.
I'm glad you said that. When did I do that?
Bro, this nigga's crazy.
Answer the question. You shouldn't have did this, nigga. I'm finna wear your ass out. When did I disrespect the whole New York?
Let's talk about how you disrespect the West Coast. Let's talk about
when
that.
Did I disrespect the whole New York? Answer the question.
Let's talk about how you disrespect.
Your people looking. You got a greenhouse like I do. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Nobody interrupt him.
Wait.
Their beef started and stayed on Clubhouse. So I don't know why, I guess Hocus would think that Wack 100 would hate him so much that Wack would try to put him in jail. But it's not logical to me. Like, it don't make sense. But Wack 100 will respond back to Hocus claiming that he's somewhat responsible or alluding to him being somewhat responsible. And here's what Wack had to say.
That one
Yeah, but
charge.
he just being charged for wire fraud for collecting unemployment and the PPP loan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I see what it is. They got some overall shit going on. That's no different, Chuck, than loose little robbery tied up in Big U Rico. Whoever he was working with is tied into them. So they hit them with the charge too. Hocus probably the nigga that who shit it was in his name or something. Probably what it is.
And then he tried to throw you in it, Wack. Like, oh, at the end of
Who?
the nigga Hulk, he said at the end of the video, he said everybody that beef with you got a Rico.
Huh?
Now he's caught up in the Rico or some shit like that. He made a whole
Everybody that beef
Instagram.
with me is in a what the f I got to do with some stuff. Hey, you see what's crazy? I come in here and try to defend it.
I heard you,
These
Wack.
niggas is
I was before you stepped in the room. I was just
bro.
telling Chuck this shit, and when you came in, I'm like, oh damn, Wack don't know what's going on.
Nah, I ain't got a clue. I'm thinking Chuck trolling.
Hell no. This shit crazy.
Yeah, but how the fuck I supposed to know what this nigga got going on with a Savannah PPP loan? He probably wasn't even the target. He just, whoever them niggas is, I'm pretty sure they got some more serious charges. And this just happened to be something they was doing. Hoke is probably the nigga that was busting the check or something. That's why he don't know the niggas. Whoever was putting together the play, it's 2-3 niggas in between him and Hocus. The nigga over there probably don't know what the Hocus is.
Yeah,
So a nigga
it
could
was
be out
it
here
was the
doing
sex
something
money
wrong.
murder.
Let me get this right. A nigga could be doing something wrong that has nothing to do with me. And he get caught up, and now I got something to do with it. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Niggas is crazy, bro.
And that
God.
happened like it was like 2020. That's when everybody was doing the PPP loans and all that stupid shit.
I wouldn't know. Man, I ain't said nothing bad about. I called Hocus and told him I wasn't gonna even say nothing about his name no more. About 5-6 months ago, bro, on my mama.
And I was telling the nigga Chuck, I said, yo, because I had did a little research. I'm like, yo, you cannot collect unemployment and get a PPP loan at the same time. And you can't do that. That's his charge: collecting unemployment and getting a PPP loan.
So what that got to do with me?
I don't know. I don't know why he even said that. I'm gonna be honest.
I think Hocus blaming other people is just a coping mechanism, to be honest, man. It's easier to blame other people than to look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, I'm at cause. Yo, I'm the one that's ruined my own life. I'm the one that's about to put my family through heavy financial strain trying to fight this case. I'm responsible. That's more difficult than just pointing the finger at some random dude on the internet who you had an interaction with probably once or twice. Look yourself in the mirror, bruh. A lot of y'all made bad decisions and poor decisions growing up. A lot of y'all made bad decisions in your lives. And these bad decisions is just coming back to haunt y'all. These bad decisions that y'all made are just coming back around. Right? So, like, if I'm y'all, I gotta make peace with that first. I made bad decisions, and even though I changed my life, the karma from those bad decisions are not done coming back around. You just got to face the storm, man, and overcome it. But passing blame and blaming other people instead of taking accountability would never end well. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all think Hocus is trying to pass accountability? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen to find out why you should stay away from clowns like this guy I made a video about. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about, okay? I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.